So, A Wish by Matthew Arnold. I ask not that my bed of death from bands of greedy heirs be free, for these besiege the latest breath of fortune's favoured sons, not me. I ask not each kind soul to keep tearless. When of my death he hears, let those who will, if any, weep. There are worse plagues on earth than tears. I ask but that my death may find the freedom to my life denied. Ask but the folly of mankind, then at last to quit my side. Spare me the whispering, crowded room, the friends who come and gape and go, the ceremonious air of gloom, all which makes death a hideous show. Nor bring, to see me cease to live, some doctor full of phrase and fame, to shake his sapient head and give the ill he cannot cure a name. Nor fetch to take the accustomed toll of the poor sinner bound for death, his brother doctor of the soul to canvass with official breath the future and its viewless things, that undiscovered mystery which one who feels death's winnowing wings must need read clearer, sure, than he. Bring none of these, but let me be, while all around in silence lies, move to the window near, and see once more before my dying eyes, bathed in the sacred dews of morn, the wide aerial landscape spread, the world which was ere I was born, the world which lasts when I am dead, which never was the friend of one, nor promised love it could not give, but lit for all its generous sun, and lived itself and made us live. There let me gaze till I become in soul with what I gaze on wed, to feel the universe my home, to have before my mind, instead of the sick room, the mortal strife, the turmoil for a little breath, the pure eternal course of life, not human combating with death. Thus feeling, gazing, let me grow composed, refreshed, ennobled, clear, then willing let my spirit go, to work or wait elsewhere or here. So this was A Wish by Matthew Arnold. I like it. It's just reminding us, if you look at if you think about the second part of it, it really does kind of bring home what matters about life. Just kind of get away from me, take away all that hideous drama that sometimes can surround death. And just take me back, take me to the window, let me soak up the world, let me soak up beauty and nature, because that is what matters, that is what's living. The wide aerial landscape spread, bathed in the sacred dews of morn. Just talking about how no matter what, in a way, in the UK, I would say, a field in the morning will have little droplets of dew on it. It's bathed. It's been washed in sacred, precious, like nature's blessing. It's been sprinkled with drops of dew that give it that nutrients that kind of refresh the day. And it's remembering that we were born here. Throughout our lives, the world has been here, and after we pass, the world will remain here. We don't know for how long, but it's just important to remind ourselves of that constant for the time being, beyond us, beyond our family, beyond our material possessions. The world is ongoing, past, present and future. Almost kind of got a religious connection with God in a sense about the constant aspect of people's perspective of God. Which never was a friend of one, but promised love it could not give. So it's saying the world loves, the world doesn't promise love, but the world is there. It hasn't ever had a favourite. The earth doesn't have favourites. The earth is there for us all. But lit for all its generous sun. So everyone gets the sunshine, unless you live in certain parts of the world where the sun is not very common. However, The generous sun is there for the majority of us. It lives, it shines, it's continuously orbiting the sun. I'm also a teacher on the side, by the way, and I'm actually teaching about space and talking about how the sun changes the seasons. Our Earth's constant rotation around the sun can create the seasons and changes, when we see the sun, when it goes, how the seasons change, longer days, shorter days, and so on and so forth. But throughout it all, the sun is constant as well as the earth, and the sun is what brings us life. There, let me gaze, till I become in soul with what I gaze on wed. It's kind of talking about, let me keep looking at this beauty, let me keep looking at this landscape until my soul feels married to it, so until I feel so connected and familiar with the earth and with nature that I feel at one with it, to feel the universe my home, just to be finally connected with the earth, with the whole universe as home. To have before my mind instead of the sick room. So just wanting to have this beauty, this sacred experience of nature, instead of the sick room, instead of the awareness of our mortality, instead of the anxiety and stress that we can have just to take one breath when we're feeling really ill, when we are coming towards the end of our lives. The pure eternal course of life. We are going to live eternally. And instead of being a human fighting against death, we can change instead into our spirit and embrace our spirit, the eternity of our spirits. And that is our life. Our life is eternal. And to remember that and to enjoy that. Thus enjoying all of these feelings, let me grow, let me reach this place where I feel composed, where I feel together, I feel refreshed and renewed, I have my dignity back again, ennobled to have dignity, to have clear, lucid thoughts instead of the confusion and anxiety that being close to death can bring. And instead of whispers and crowded rooms, people who come and stare, just that kind of drama and ritual related to passing away, that's all gone, and instead the precious, valued experience of becoming close and at one with nature and with our spirit is what is made a priority. Matthew Arnold, he's just highlighting probably a lot of people's wishes about their last days. Probably a lot. I mean, I would like that. I'd love to be dragged out on some kind of comfy bed, let's say rolled out on some kind of comfortable bed and placed in front of this gorgeous view where I just feel warm and comfortable and I can just enjoy that in peace and feel dignified. I'm assuming I'm quite far away from passing, but I will share my wish with the relevant peoples when that happens as well. All right. Thank you. I hope this enlightened you in a way. Goodbye. As you know, I'm passionate about poetry and I do this occasionally. I'm feeling inspired today and maybe I will do more sometime. I hope it helped in some way or another to see my perspective. I'm not a poetry specialist, but I have a love of poetry that I enjoy to share with people. I enjoy sharing with people. I love words, I love old words, classical poetry, and it's something that I would like to develop and then share with you as I'm developing. Alrighty, bye-bye.